Members of the Boys and Girls Club Westminster, of Boys and Girls Clubs across Maryland and the nation, and just youth in general can hear this song and relate to it because it's real and it's authentic, and it's not just rainbows and sunshines. It's saying depression is real. You know, you can have your lows, but we're gonna rise above it.
No Jade?
No, she's at a friend's house.
Well, why didn't she bring her friend's house here?
That's a good question.
Yeah, right? Hey, how are you? Glad you're here, not so this time.
What we wanted to do is to be able to empower our teens, be the best versions of themselves, to have healthy coping skills, to have good, positive friends.
Idea is to create a song for the rest of Boys and Girls Club that is surrounded around the things that you guys go through.
So when I tell you how I'm feeling, I hope you take the time to just listen. And then we can change the rhyme scheme after we say
Throw some ideas
like,
out of like what you guys might go through on a day-to-day, like on a weekly basis, things that you struggle with, things that have helped you, and we're gonna craft those ideas into a song. You guys down for that?
The song kind of became the focus. And what's really neat about it is that it became so much more than we ever expected it to be.
When I hear the song that B-RAiN and every other kid here at Boys and Girls Club made, it just makes me so happy. Like, I can't believe we did this. This is such a cool song.
So my name is Brian, B-R-I-A-N. No, AKA B-RAiN. I make music based on my addiction, about my recovery.
So Jalen didn't even know I was a famous rapper until tonight.
Jalen, you didn't know that? I don't bring just anybody in this way.
It was about like empowering people. Like so many people empowered me to become who I am today. They believed in me, they lifted me up on a day-to-day basis, even when I was depressed and like my bipolar was out of this world and like I didn't want to get out of bed, like they would call me or they would show up at my house and be like, get up, we're gonna do something positive. Being able to not only share music, to not only share my story and experiences, but to also be able to be a mentor.
The first time just being face to face with a musician is just awesome, and I feel like he's like nothing like anything else, because one of the ones that don't just care about music, he cares about other people.
We want you guys to help us come up with the slogan, right? The catchphrase. What's gonna be the thing we hold on to that we can all identify with and have it be part of our mission?
I thought that Stronger Together was good because we said that we felt more confident around our closest friends.
I said we are one because it's like we're a family, and if you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Oh, okay. Wow. It's kind of like fighting words there or something.
We chose be somebody because no matter what you go through, you can be somebody, no matter how hard life is.
Right. Be somebody, right?
Be somebody.
I think that sounds familiar. Like I've heard that song before or something.
When I grow up, I will be somebody. BGC, I'm rising up. I will be somebody. And when I grow up, I will be.
And I think what that kind of captures is that here at the club, we're all about enriching your guys' lives, right? And empowering you and giving you guys the skills and the tools to know that one day you guys can accomplish your dreams, no matter what that is.
It doesn't matter if I'm different. It doesn't matter if I have the new trendy clothes. It doesn't matter if I have the cool expensive shoes that everyone has. Whoever I am on the inside, if I try hard enough and I really work for it, I can be somebody.
In my mind, it's always starting out from the bottom or where you currently are and growing to be someone even greater than you were.
A little bit about who I am. Like I grew up right outside of Washington, D.C. to a single mom, and my dad was an addict, you know, for his whole life. So like from really early on, like people kind of just like wrote me off. And I didn't have anybody telling me that like my dreams mattered.
We're family here, and we hold each other up. We care about each other, we support each other.
So I'm gonna put some time on the clock, and you're gonna have about 2 minutes to have a conversation with the person in front of you. Figure out who would like to start. You're gonna talk about what your first dream job was ever, and then you're gonna talk about what your dream job is now. If they're the same, that's great. If
My dream is to own a drug treatment facility where like I could be involved in like helping men and women that struggle with addiction through like some of the worst times of their life and get them on a better path.
Dream job now has to be being a singer or musician and working with other musicians.
Being a big YouTuber, I've always wanted to do that.
I was talking to Miss Erin and I said, maybe I could work here when I'm old enough.
What I've been given, no matter the distance. I'll be here beside you inside of this rhythm. You gotta have vision. You gotta have vision. When I grow up,
without vision, I was just kind of like running amok and really causing a lot of pain in my life and other people's lives.
If it's your vision, that is awesome, that is your vision, you keep up with that, you don't let other people tell you what it is or it isn't.
I feel like without a vision, there's nothing really to look forward to.
They might not see our vision, they might not see your vision, but we see the vision, right? And you can see your own vision.
You guys can encourage one another. You guys can push one another to achieve everything that you guys shared tonight. And now each of you has at least 3 people that can identify what your dream is, what your vision is.
I just love having all the positive energy around me. Like, I just feel like I'm somebody when I'm with my friends.
We actually had to feel comfortable with each other, and we had to like feel like we were ready to tell each other some like stuff.
I think when I was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, like I was gonna end up in prison. Like that wasn't the plan. The thing is, I didn't have a plan. I just wanted to not feel this way in my head anymore because I didn't have people around me telling me that I was good enough, telling me that I was worthy, telling me that I could do something, I could be somebody.
Really sad. I almost cried. I was like, oh my gosh, like as sad as it sounds, I relate to some of it.
You know, all I really wanted was just somebody to tell me that I was good enough. I told myself that like, you know, smoking weed or drinking and stuff like that, like I'm not an addict, like my dad's the one that lives in a tent. My dad died of an overdose when I was 19. If you're gonna be my friend and I'm not gonna have to feel this way inside of my head, like I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not fast enough, I'm not good looking enough, I'm not smart enough, it's gonna take away all those things, like sure. But honestly,
Died of suicide.
really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. How long ago was that?
I was 2, so I don't really know him.
Honestly, going to prison was the best thing that ever happened to me. Like my dad overdosed and died while I was in jail. And him and I got high together. And when I came home, I didn't go back to the same place. Like I moved out to the Baltimore area and like I found a group of people that weren't using drugs, that living their life, and like they were willing to guide me and say, hey, I know you don't really know what to do right now, but you can be somebody.
I kind of just want to talk to him.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I can't.
Why not?
I can't talk to him.
Why not?
He's dead.
I know. I talk to my dad a lot. So you know one thing that helped me is only on nights where there's like stars out and stuff and I can see all the stars, like I'll take that moment when I'm outside by myself and I'll talk to the stars, but talk to my dad. I know a lot of people that are just getting off of drugs at 40, 50 years old that like spent their whole life not only destroying their own lives, but destroying their other people's lives. I'm grateful that that's not part of my story. I'm grateful that I'm not gonna cry.
Even when he was up there, he almost cried, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry myself. I don't like seeing my favorite musician crying.
You should definitely tell somebody and not bottle it up. And don't go to drugs, don't go to alcohol, don't do these things that can and will hurt you or hurt your body just because you feel like nobody cares about you. Someone does.
Every day, 115 Americans die from an opioid overdose.
My thoughts always racing. I never admitted I can't even sleep. No. You wrote that before I wrote this.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Well, yeah, we were thinking the same thing.
Happening. I feel your pain whether you like it or not. Got a lot of fear trapped inside. Can we talk about it, you and I? My thoughts always racing, it's hard to admit it. I can't even sleep, feeling paralyzed. I'm kinda terrified, I know you can't remind. So when I tell you how I'm feeling, I hope you take the time to just listen.
It takes effort to have a conversation about tough things. It takes effort to talk to somebody.
That the kids want someone to listen to them, that they want someone to hear.
I want them to know that I'm here for them. I want them to know that, hey, I might not be your biological sister, but hey, I'll be there for you. I can be your sister if you want me to be.
Showing that you've been through this and that you want help or you just want to talk to someone, and we all are there for each other.
The fact of the matter is like, I wish that I had somebody like Mr. E in my life when I was a kid. I wish that I had somebody like me that has experience, that was willing to say and be vulnerable and raw and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that there's a better way than like using a substance to try to feel better.
That's a wire. Nothing yet? Yeah, I'm wearing a wire. I'm wearing a mic.
Art to me, it's a little bit more than a hobby. Because to me, art is the reason why I'm able to be who I am today. It's what allowed me to be noticed by everyone in a way, because it showed my creativity. And just like me, it's developed and gotten better throughout the years.
Thought I'd bring Dylan in here for you guys to have that little conversation we talked about.
Nervous, of course. Even though everyone tells me I'm a good artist, I'm not that confident on my own art.
You are by far one of the greatest artists that I know. And so what we would like, if you were up to it, is once we pick the slogan for the campaign, we would like for you to design a logo to go with that slogan.
It's based off of a tree that's been chopped down. And since a tree isn't technically dead as it's a plant and you have to get it by its roots, as long as you still have a stump, it's still able to grow back, and most of the time it actually grows back at least another tree. So it's able to come back even better than it was before.
See these teenagers blossom into confident people that believe in themselves, that might not believe fully yet, but believe that there's a possibility for greatness and are willing to take the steps to do that. That's the payoff.
Wonderful. It's amazing to have positive friends because they are your people.
I'ma be strong, I'll be free from this prison. I got my people and they know the mission. We stronger together, no time for division. I'm put in positions. Inspire the youth with what I've been given, no matter the distance. I'll be here beside you inside of this rhythm. You gotta have vision. You gotta have vision. When I grow up, I'ma be somebody.
There are people in this life that are willing to help you destroy your life. There are also just as many, if not more, people out there that are willing to help you build your life beyond your wildest dreams. And like at the end of the day, that's your choice of who you choose to be around. To have come to life in something that sounds like this, it's like, I'm grateful to have been a part of it with all you guys. This isn't the end, this is just the beginning.
We're gonna give each other the tools and the strategies and the skills to be somebody.
To whoever's watching this and you're struggling with depression or anxiety, I just hope you know you can get through it.
That's kind of like just like finding those positive coping mechanisms. Not that it gets better, like we get better with it.
And not be trapped in the prison of our minds and not be trapped in the prison of depression.
The journey has been like so fun. Like there's so much stuff that goes into making a song.
And coming up with lyrics that express our lives and putting it into it. So it's like everybody's pieces of the life into the song, but you just don't know whose is whose.
They have come up with some really good lyrics for this song, and it's just bomb. Like, be somebody, you know?
Right. This is the ground floor of where we go to the moon.
to lean on the people around us, our support systems and our structures, and lean on our visions and our hopes and our dreams. For youth especially, they need to hear more messages and more songs like this, you know, that are gonna tell them, like, hey, it's okay to not be okay all the time, but we're gonna be okay. Like, we're gonna get through it and we're gonna be stronger together. And I just hope that it reaches as many people as possible.
What's up, guys? My name is B-RAiN, and this song was written by Boys and Girls Club in Westminster.
When I grow up, I'ma be somebody at BGC. I'm rising, no, I'ma be somebody. When I grow up, I'ma be somebody at BGC. I'm rising, no, I'ma be somebody. Hey, bus stop and it got me feeling so fly. Couple kids hating, but I don't mind. I'ma brush it off so you can run along. What I'm learning in the song is a gold mine. This what the people won't say. This what your parents may not. Depression is real and the bullying's happening. I feel your pain whether you like it or not. Got a lot of fear trapped inside. Can we talk about it, you and I? My thoughts always racing, it's hard to admit it. I can't even sleep, feeling paralyzed. I'm kinda terrified, I know you can't remind. So when I tell you how I'm feeling, hope you take the time to just listen. I made my decision, I'ma be strong, I'll be free from this prison. I got my people and they know the mission. We stronger together, no time for division. I'm put in positions. Inspire the youth with what I've been given, no matter the distance. I'll be here beside you inside of this rhythm. You gotta have vision. You gotta have vision. When I grow up, I'ma be somebody at BGC. I'm rising, no, I'ma be somebody. When I grow up, I'ma be somebody at BGC. I'm rising, no, I'ma be somebody. When I grow up, I wanna know what's up. When I grow up, I'ma be all I gotta. When I grow up, I'ma be somebody at BGC. I'm rising, no, I'ma be somebody.